Did you know that over 16.6 million square feet of mall space is set to be developed in India's top 7 cities by 2026? Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. Let's get right to it. India is gearing up for a retail real estate boom, with an impressive 16.6 million square feet of new mall space expected by 2026 in its leading urban centers. According to a recent Anarock research report, Hyderabad and Delhi NCR are at the forefront, contributing nearly 65% of this new inventory. This surge in development is fueled by rising consumption and a robust leasing market, with projections indicating that mall leasing will surpass 12.6 million square feet across the top cities within the next 2 years. In 2024, the new supply of mall space was relatively sluggish, with just 1.1 million square feet added, while leasing activity reached 6.5 million square feet. However, the vacancy rates, which peaked at 15.5% in 2021, are expected to stabilize at around 8.2% in 2025 and 8.5% in 2026, reflecting a more balanced demand-supply dynamic. As noted by Anuj Kejriwal, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director at Anarock Retail, the mismatch between supply and demand in recent years is beginning to even out. Interestingly, over 60 global brands in fashion, electronics, lifestyle, and food and beverage have entered the Indian market in the last 4 years, driving demand for organized retail spaces like malls and premium high streets. Beyond the metropolitan areas, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are emerging as high-growth consumption hubs, spurred by increasing disposable incomes and digital adoption. Anarock's report highlights that e-commerce penetration in these smaller cities has outpaced that of Tier 1 locations, accounting for approximately 56% of total online shopping in fiscal year 2024, with expectations to reach 64% by fiscal year 2030. India's online shopper base has grown from 140 million in 2020 to 260 million in 2024, with projections of reaching 700 million by 2035. This underscores the country's expanding retail consumption landscape and the increasing attractiveness of retail real estate investments in these burgeoning markets. After Wells Fargo vacated 120,000 square feet at 123 South Broad Street in 2020, the occupancy rate of the building dropped to 60%, putting its financial health in jeopardy. However, in the past 5 years, the circumstances surrounding this 30-story office building have significantly changed. According to a report by Paul Schwedelson from the Philadelphia Business Journal, the building, located between Walnut and Sansom Streets in Center City, Philadelphia, is now witnessing a positive turnaround. The stars are aligned for 123 South Broad as the building's situation has improved markedly, reflecting a broader trend in the office space sector. The challenges faced by the building were representative of the wider issues in the office real estate market. Many buildings faced high vacancy rates and financial distress. However, strategic efforts to enhance the building's appeal and attract new tenants have been successful. This development at 123 South Broad is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the commercial real estate market, especially in urban centers like Philadelphia. The improvement in occupancy rates and financial stability showcases the potential for recovery and growth in the office sector, despite previous setbacks. Tom Acitelli from the Commercial Observer reports that Washington, D.C., has become a significantly larger player in the commercial real estate market. This shift was highlighted by Jeffrey DeBoer, Chief Executive Officer of the Real Estate Roundtable, who noted the impact of federal actions on the sector. The article outlines several federal government activities that have influenced commercial real estate, including the introduction of tariffs by President Donald Trump, which have disrupted stock and bond markets, creating uncertainty for real estate forecasts in 2025. The Department of Government Efficiency, led by Elon Musk, has been a major disruptor by altering the relationship between commercial real estate and its largest tenant, the federal government. This department has shredded leases and sold buildings, indicating a major shift in government real estate strategy. Additionally, the Trump administration's efforts to reprivatize Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac could release significant capital for housing, although this might also lead to higher mortgage rates. President Trump has also engaged in a public confrontation with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, criticizing the central bank for not lowering borrowing costs sufficiently. This adds another layer of uncertainty to the commercial real estate market. Furthermore, potential changes to state and local property tax deductions, referred to as SALT, and corporate tax deductions, known as CSALT, are under consideration, further complicating the landscape. In May, President Trump proposed steep tariffs on foreign-produced films to boost the domestic entertainment industry, which is struggling with vacant sound stages and other creative spaces. These developments contribute to a climate of uncertainty in the commercial real estate sector, as highlighted by industry veteran Larry Silverstein, who expressed concerns about the impact of these changes on various projects. A recent survey of commercial real estate finance professionals revealed that 80% are pessimistic about the year 2025 due to the uncertainty stemming from tariffs and federal policy changes. The article by Tom Asatelli underscores the challenges faced by the industry as it navigates these complex federal influences. The Era Collective, formerly known as 275 on the Park, located at 275 Union Boulevard in the de Balavier Place neighborhood of St. Louis, has undergone a significant $30 million renovation. This multifamily apartment complex now boasts an additional 8,000 square feet of new amenities and event space, providing enhanced living experiences for its residents. This renovation is part of a broader trend in the multifamily sector, where developers are increasingly investing in modernizing properties to attract and retain tenants in competitive markets. The Era Collective's transformation reflects the growing demand for high-quality living environments that offer a blend of residential comfort and community engagement through expanded amenities. The expansion of amenities and event spaces is becoming a key selling point for multifamily properties, as residents are seeking more than just a place to live. They're looking for a lifestyle. This trend is not only prevalent in St. Louis, but also in other major U.S. cities, where similar investments are being made to enhance the appeal of apartment complexes. In comparison, regions like Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge in Ontario are also witnessing a surge in multifamily developments. The demand for modern, amenity-rich apartments in these Canadian cities is driven by a growing population and an influx of young professionals seeking vibrant urban living. Developers in these areas are focusing on creating spaces that cater to the lifestyle needs of their tenants, much like the Era Collective in St. Louis. The cross-border relevance of these developments highlights the universal appeal of multifamily living spaces that prioritize tenant experience. As both Canadian and American markets evolve, the emphasis on comprehensive amenities and community-centric designs will likely continue to shape the future of the multifamily real estate sector. Carson Companies has reached a significant milestone with the complete lease-up of their Carson Agua Mansa project in Jurupa Valley, California. This newly constructed industrial complex, developed by Carson Companies, comprises two large industrial warehouse buildings, totaling 333,101 square feet of space. The project was successfully leased up with the help of DOM Commercial Real Estate Services. Rick John, Executive Vice President and Branch Manager, along with Gus Andros, Executive Vice President of DAUM's Inland Empire office, represented Carson Companies in these leasing transactions. The property features two substantial warehouse structures and surrounding acreage. Building A, situated at 1136 Hall Avenue, encompasses 140,198 square feet, while Building B, located at 1176 Hall Avenue, covers 192,903 square feet. The leasing efforts were a collaborative achievement, with James Tumarian and Ben Siebold from CBRE representing the tenant at 1136 Hall Avenue, and Jay Dick, Dedrick Ferris, and Doug Norton, also from CBRE, representing the tenant at 1176 Hall Avenue. Rick John of DAUM Commercial expressed that achieving full lease-up of these state-of-the-art facilities is a remarkable accomplishment for Carson Companies. This success story in the Inland Empire reflects a broader trend in the industrial real estate sector, where demand for large, modern warehouse spaces continues to grow. The successful lease-up of the Carson Agua Mansa project highlights the strength and resilience of the industrial market, particularly in regions like California's Inland Empire, which remains a crucial logistics hub. This development in California can be compared to similar trends in Ontario, Canada, where regions such as Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge are also experiencing growth in industrial real estate. The demand for modern industrial spaces is driven by factors such as increased e-commerce activities and the need for efficient supply chain operations. Both Canadian and American markets are witnessing a surge in industrial developments, underscoring the cross-border relevance of these trends. Thank you for listening to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. See you on the next one.